Meanwhile, back with the other group. First we have to leave Cater, and now you want us to ride a Ferris wheel for some reason? Well, have you finally lost it? Finally? I resent that loaded phrasing. It implies I was already well on my way there. I understand what Ace Trapola means, though. We just lost Cater to the puppets. It seems an odd time to relax and take in the view. No kidding. We should be focusing on finding Ernesto and the others as fast as we can. Please. Who said anything about relaxing? If I know Beta, he's got an angle there. And this ain't fun and games to him. Besides, I've never ridden a Ferris wheel at night. Come on, let's get in. It's totally fun and games for you. It can be both work and fun. The Ferris wheel is moving. I had a feeling it might still be operational when I saw its lights flashing. The other street lamps and things seem to have been turned off, though. Yes, all the better for us. What? The better? Look down below, boys. Look very closely. Can you see that light? Below? Ah! It's hard to make out, but there's a tiny white light moving in the dark. I wonder what it is. I was kind of thinking that too. I can show you the world. The scenery's right for that. Hey, you're right. What is it? Seems like it's just kind of inching along. It's a smartphone flashlight. It is? Oh, wait, is that Cater's phone? Yes. Remember when Cater said he had a plan for pulling one over on Ernesto? I didn't realize he left his phone behind. When he was immobilized, he asked me to turn on his phone flashlights. That way, with it sticking out of his pockets, we could see where he was being taken. Oh, so, I'm guessing he's currently on the move? Cater right now? This is like a little bit before they arrived at the stage. That could be a little bit cold there. Trying to think, what time of the year is it there? Fall, maybe? Yeah, maybe. We ought to be able to follow that light straight to Ernesto. Now I get it. Oh, I didn't think of that. Summer since the port was active? Okay. I don't know much about ports and like how they work, so... Oh yeah. The puppets didn't mention back at the Brawlin' Bungalow that they'd take us to Ernesto. Now we don't have to search all over this huge park for him. And that's amazing! Smart thinking! Let's see. Looks like the flashlight disappeared into the Playful stage building. Then that's where we'll find them. Okay. Sounds like we got a plan. To the Playful stage! Yeah! When I was studying our surroundings up in the Ferris wheel, I saw a large number of puppets around a carousel. I suggest steering clear of that area on our way to the stage. I got the park map scanned and stored in my memory, so I can be our guide. Is it possible for him to, like, print out a copy? You know, just in case something happens? Actually, didn't we all receive a park map at the beginning? So shouldn't we all have one anyway? Couldn't have asked for a better one. All the smooth sailing wouldn't be possible without Cater's quick thinking. Yeah. Cater! It was so cool to the very last! He's not dead! We must put an end to the battle. We can't let Cater Diamond's sacrifice be in vain. Knock off the eulogies! Cater's a lot tougher than he looks. And Trey's gonna be there with him. They're gonna be just fine. If you're gonna worry about anyone, worry about us. Only 5 of us are left now. We're down 2 juniors as well. That puts a pretty big dent in our potential firepower. I'm just saying. If any puppets show up now... He just jinxed us, didn't he? 3. Yep. Shh. Quiet. Good job, Ace. Good job. A puppet. There's only one, but it'll call for its friends if it sees us. You're right. And it's pacing back and forth along the same route. I think it might be functioning as a lookout. This is bad. If security's this tight, things are only going to get more difficult moving forward. So what we ought to do is go back the way we came? That wouldn't be a good idea. We managed to evade enemies on the way in, but we might run into them on the way out. I like all the lights, Nita. Looks pretty. I do wonder what the next event will be anyway. Is there any other way we could take? Floyd, you're supposed to be quiet. We're all whispering. So... God damn it, Floyd! Alright, Floyd's the next sacrifice. It was nice knowing you. So... Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is. Big mistake, Tristan Floyd. Oh, said that. Not so loud, Floyd. Bill said to be quiet. It's... God damn it, Clean. You're being just as loud! What are you doing, Floyd? The puppet's going to spot us. So what? Is so what all you have to say? We'll be in danger if they find us here. Yeah. And we can't break the puppets. Why can't we? Huh? I mean, we'll get turned into puppets if we do. Again, so what? I literally don't care. Here's the thing. I'm way past over this. I might get turned into a puppet after cutting loose, but that's not gonna stop me from busting him up. As long as I can beat the tar out of the guys ticking me off. I don't give a flying fish what happens next. What? It's like, oh my god, really? You do you, Floyd. Have fun. You can be our distraction. Hello, Rose! Welcome in! Good to see ya! What were you guys playing? Playing Twist 2? Ah, nice. I haven't read his vignettes, but I did get his card yesterday when we streamed. Because I streamed really late, so we were able to get the birthday scene during stream. Nice, yeah. But yeah, as you can see, we're reading the Playful Land events. I zoomed past it all without reading anything in order to have it archived. So now we're able to, go through it on stream without like a time restraint. Wait, really? Ruka Rose banned on TikTok? How? How did that happen? Oh yeah, we're at the point with Floyd beating up the mannequins. That's funny. You got rickrolled. Dude, once again, Floyd proves how seriously messed up he is. Leona said he had a plan. Kater fought off puppets because there was no alternative. But this seems different. You're plunging headlong into the enemy lines, fully aware that doing so will result in your own shift downfall? Enough from the peanut gallery. Look, I'm just itching to go and tear someone right now. I don't want to keep running and putting off the fights. I ain't got that much patience. Nope, no voice changer. Just me. So let me cut loose, will ya? Yeah, I don't use a voice changer. All the voices I do are just me. if I had to choose in this event, if I had to choose a character that I enjoy voicing most, it's probably Ernesto. Like, I listened to my VOD the other day, and the one part where Ernesto's like, they have Grim on the other line, and he's like mocking, he's like, "Oh no, I'm so scared! Please save me!" I actually think I did a pretty good job there. I don't know. But that was really fun to voice. That was a really fun line to voice. I love those kind of characters. I don't know, I just like voicing evil characters, I guess. Floyd Leach, I'm amazed. You lack even the smallest iota of logical thought. What a destructive form of instant gratification you embrace. Even I failed to predict this course of action. As well you should. Floyd, you really are amazing. Are you sure about this, Floyd? 'Cause you might just slip by while you're doing your thing. You want to get dragged into the fray and get the same squeezing all those other puppets are about to get crabby? You guys are all distractions. Do me a favor and scram, will you? You could. I don't know how to use a voice changer anyway. If I did, I probably would use it for like deeper characters like Leona. As Leona, I do have a trouble voicing. I can do Jack, but not quite Leona. His is a little deeper than Jack's voice, and I can't quite get there. At least not for a long amount of time. Crack those crab legs of yours, brat! Yep. We should just let Floyd do his thing. It works out for everyone. He wants to fight. We want to get to our location. It'll work out. When Floyd says he'll do something, it's never a bluff. Crud, we're gonna be in trouble if we stay here. We gotta run, now! Huh? Wait, we're running from Floyd now instead of the puppets? Exactly. Take care of yourself, Floyd, bye! And off they go. Wait for me, Ace Trabola. Now then, it's finally time for some fun. Night Raven College student spotted! Call for backup! Call for backup! And by the way, thank you for the follow, Shadow Girl. Look at them all swarming in. Come on. Call in even more of you buddies. Otherwise, this won't be worth my time. Gonna save our friends. No, it's like we all get captured too. He's going on his rampage. Yeah. Come on, don't tell me that's all of ya. The rest is up to you, backup crew. Use a catch pole. He'll break us if we come in close. Yep, it's happening. You made it quite far. You did good. Well, guess this is it. But at least I got to bust up the whole crowd I drew. Talk about cathartic. Cathartic. Oh, that was a good run. Okay, guys. You can take me to Foxfish and his pals now. What's wrong with him? The bite marks in my arm won't go away. He's still a bite risk. Carry with caution. Imagine it doesn't taste very good. But, you know, they're wooden toys. They're not gonna recover that, that bite he took out of them back. Wait, oh gosh. So if the puppet is a person... I'm sorry, I'm about to get really dark. When they all turn back, will this poor person have a bite taken out of their arm? Just saying. Might want to get the paramedics on standby. Oh, thank you for following, Blue Blade. My heart's about to explode. How much further is it to Playful stage? We're almost there. We just have to make it through the game area. Okay, let's keep going and save our friends. We've been following along because you've been rushing ahead rather confidently. But do you actually have a plan for how you're going to fight Ernesto? Nope. It's like, not a clue. But we'll figure it out. Right, guys? Everyone stop. I like the screech. What's wrong, Bill? We gotta get to Ernesto. Yes. And then what? Do you think we stand a chance just running in headlong? Ernesto is the park administrator. He has an immense reserve of puppets and a great deal of familiarity with the place. We don't have the first clue about what he or Chino are capable of. They could be using the others as shields for all we know. Conversely, what do we have? A spuddling with broken brakes who seems reasonable, but resorts to extreme measures at the drop of the hat. A spuddling who has smarts but gets easily carried away and always botches things up at critical moments. A spuddling who could charitably be described as positive, and thus so as ignorant or shallow. And last but certainly not least, a world-famous supermodel with overwhelming charisma. These are such poor quality spuddlings. They couldn't even make a decent mashed potatoes to serve with... What is this comparison? They couldn't even make a decent mashed potato to serve with steak. How did we turn our personality types into food? Alright, yeah, sure, whatever, I'm not gonna question it. Oh, do I? Let me see. I do. Okay, let's see. disconnect the mic and reconnect. Alright, try this. If not, I'll just take the thing out and put it back in. He might have. There we go. Good job, Floyd. Thanks a lot. I think what happened is I was too close to the mic and somehow made the, like, echo. I don't know. Are you saying that even combined, we aren't good enough to be a side dish? That's downright mean of Phil Schoenheit. Are you just staking that analogy? I don't appreciate being a potato, you know. Oh, mashed potatoes are great on sandwiches. Huh? Has anyone ever had mashed potatoes on sandwiches? Because I surely haven't, and I really don't see that tasting very good. Or does Colleen just have like a unique palate? Potato head crab cake? Huh. Interesting. Silence. Really now, complaining is the only thing you boys are good at. And Kaleem is off an entirely unrelated tangent. What I'm saying is that if we go in without a plan, we'll lose. Plain and simple. Ernesto is a capable con artist. Honest Ernesto, my foot. He's a shrewd man, the kind who lies through his teeth. Do you think someone so far removed from the concept of honesty wouldn't have a single trump card up his sleeve? What do you mean by that? Ernesto was cautious enough to allow his quarry to roam freely while he spent the entire day observing them. I find it hard to believe he's already shown his entire hand. We need a proper plan in case something unexpected arises. He has a point? True enough. It sucked to make it all the way only to get outplayed and go out with the whimper. Despite your remark, your tone of voice indicates a strong level of confidence, Ace. Well, yeah. We got Phil, a junior in housewood and brought in a Pomfure to boot. I feel like we're just about to lose Phil. I feel like Ace is jinxing us. Not the first time he's done it in the past, like, 10 minutes. It was rough losing Leona, Cater, and Floyd. Yep, okay, yep, definitely. But as long as we got Phil with us, I'm sure we can manage. I know what you mean. Phil's super reliable. I feel better just having him here, yep. Alright, it was nice knowing you, Phil. Sorry, you're gone. For sure. Though obviously, I'm also happy to count on the house warden of Scrabby, Kaleem. I know you'll be there for us in a pinch. You truly are shameless. Oh well, no matter. Let's find some place discreet to hide and work out our plan. Yep. Vil's the next victim. Alright. This area looks clear of puppets. We panicked and hid when we saw those puppets with tools on our way here. But they were so busy with repairing the building, they didn't even notice us. What hard workers they are. This place was back to pristine condition in no time flat after we busted it up earlier. But several places still need repairs. Were the puppets too preoccupied fighting us elsewhere to have time to fix it? Seems weird to even bother fixing it in the first place, when there aren't any visitors left in the park. I admire the work ethics, but still. Here I thought nothing could be creepier than attractions all lit up in the middle of the dead quiet empty park. But there's something extra unnerving about tiptoeing through shattered stained glass windows and broken pillars. He's obviously never been urban exploring. Although neither have I, but I've seen YouTube videos of it. That's the next twist event. Night Raven College students go urban exploring. What's that sound? Ortho! Look out! Above you! Above me? It's raining glass! Ortho! Get down! It's okay, he's a robot. He'll be fine. He's sturdy. I think. That whole stained glass window fell, frame and all. Wow, this is a... I don't think their window is very stable. I thought they were supposed to be repairing this thing. How is it just gonna, like, fall down? I'm suing for damages. Ortho, Vil, are you okay? I'm good. Vil used his magic to push me away right before it came crashing down on me. Then what about Vil? Vil Schoenheit! Oh, you're alright? Yes, worry not. My face escaped unscathed. That's what's important. I wasn't asking about your face. I know your face is like super important and all, but jeez. Are you hurt though? Here, let me see. There's falling glass and debris all over him. I can't get close. Looks like there's broken glass. Better clean that up. Night Raven College students! Uh-oh. The big crash attracted the puppet's attention. We better run for it. Not sure Vil can run. I'm gonna guess his leg is injured. I suppose you'd better, yes? All of you get going. Huh? Why are you talking like that, Vil? You have to come with us. Don't you see the mountain of debris around me? The puppets will capture me before I can climb over it. Jeez, how much fell? Why embarrass myself getting caught in an ungainly scramble to escape? A true pro goes out with grace and aplomb. Leona neutralized the most puppets out of any of us. The last thing I want is him calling me pathetic in comparison. And I gave Cater my word that I'd take care of you boys. Alright. Thank you for hanging out, Shadow Girl. You have a good night. But still, without you, it's just gonna be me and 2 pieces of dead weight. I can't possibly fight in those conditions. He did. He just did that. Did you just casually refer to us as dead weight? I mean, yeah, I'm just as worried about our chances without Vil, but come on. Don't be so childish. Leona, Cater, and Floyd didn't get captured just so you could be free to whine. Talk about what you need to do. Figure the rest out yourselves. This is gonna go great. Alright. The 3 of us will make absolutely sure to save everyone. So we trust you guys to handle at this junction, Vilshoen Heights. Buy us time to get away. Yes, that was the plan. Off you go. Now then. I may be about to lose, but my struggle will be far from futile. Adversity is where I bloom, more powerfully and beautifully than anyone. Okay, we should be in the clear now. I could have avoided those falling objects if I'd been more alert about my surroundings. They'll pay the price for my inattentiveness. I'm sure Vil's just glad you're okay, Ortho. If he saw you beating yourself up for that, he'd yell at you to stop being childish again. Yeah, you're right. We're about to do battle against Ernesto Fileworth and Gino. Just the 3 of us. We ought to heed Vil's word of caution and work out detailed strategy for victory. Yeah, about that. So, hypothetically, what if Ernesto has a signature spell? You think he might? Yeah. I've been thinking about that ever since Vil mentioned him possibly having a trump card. I mean, honestly, I would not be surprised if he did. I would actually kind of, expect it. See, ever since yesterday, it's like I've been a little, I don't know, out of character. I've been acting all energetic and excited. That's strange for me, right? I'm normally all chill and stuff. Ace Trapola. You're always energetic. Very much so. Seriously? Yeah, especially when you're with Grim, or Maria, or Deuce. You get so bright and bubbly. It's adorable. For real? Is that how you guys see me? Yep. And what's wrong with that? It just goes to show how excited you are to come here. I can relate. After Cater and Lilia secretly offered to take me, I was so excited I couldn't sleep a wink. I mean, I guess that's valid. But what about Trey? Not to mention Leona and Vel. They all seem like they're in higher spirits than usual, right? It's the atmosphere. Now, it is kind of interesting how the atmosphere of a place can, like, change your mood. And, like, your energy levels. So, I was thinking, what if that's Ernesto's signature spell at work? Some guys at our school have dangerous signature spells like that, right? Ones that can control people's body or mind. He's talking about Jamil, right? Yep. Like a certain someone who's closest to Kaleem. To name one, for example. He's like, Well, when we were exploring the park together, I scanned Ernesto Foulworth to gauge his magic. And it's exactly as he described. His magic was really weak in comparison to what you guys have. Lilia agreed with my evaluation, which counts for a lot considering the phase sensitivities. It's safe to say Ernesto Foulworth has very low reserves. Even if he did have a signature spell. Spells that control people are powerful and complicated. I doubt he's capable of anything at that level. And even assuming he could control us? Why would he invite us to a theme park, let us goof around all day, sick puppets after us, and wait for us to commit misdeeds? If he could skip those steps, he would have. That's a fair point, actually. It still can't hurt to be cautious, of course. Let's start by considering how we're gonna get close to him. Good call. If we get surrounded by puppets, there won't be anything we can do. Oh, guys, I just had an idea. You did? What if we invite Ernesto to a party where we eat good food and talk about things with each other? Did I hear that right? Because I could swear what you said made absolutely no sense. Sorry, but could you repeat that? What if we invite Ernesto to a party where we eat good food and talk things out with each other? I guess I heard it right the first time. It could work! Oops. Why not? We don't know Ernesto or Gino all that well, right? If we took the time to talk with them, who knows? Maybe they'd turn out to be reasonable people. Dude, have you already forgotten what Phil told us about being cautious? I hate to admit it, but Ernesto could smooth talk circles around the rest of us. If we try to reason with him, he'd have us eating out of the palm of his hand in no time flat. I don't know. Maybe there's some reason that Ernesto has to turn us into puppets. Money, that's it. It's the dough. Although maybe he needs money for a reason. Maybe his grandma is in the hospital. If we could find out what it is, we could work on coming up with a solution, right? Obviously not. He's already attacked us, which means he's chosen to be our enemy. There's no room for sympathy here. No way I'm letting that guy get off the hook without some payback. After hearing you both out, I do think there's merit in the idea of appealing to the basest of human needs. The question is, how do we provide food and music in the situation we're in? Food cart and jukebox? Maybe Ortho has like a Spotify playlist in his system or something. I mean, why not? You know, Idia can just like, I don't know, tap his brother's shoulder and his like anime playlist goes. I could see it. Alim Al-Azim. I don't suppose you have any specifics in mind there. Oh, I can cover the music. I'm a pretty good singer as it happens. That's not specific. That's spitballing. Yeah. It's not a very promising angle. Someone help! Ah! That voice. Is that another park visitor? It came from that way. Let's check it out. Okay, so I guess there's someone else who's still not a puppet. You see what it says back there? It says, "Give me a break." Oh, I can't. Oh. What's behind Ortho? Oh no. The puppets are hauling off the crates full of visitors. There's so many of them. Everyone is totally immobilized. Oh, but it looks like one of them can still talk. Bring them below deck. The boat is coming soon. Keep them moving. Lively there now. I haven't got all night. Let me out of here. Quiet. You wasted your whole day and had your fun. Now pay for it. I didn't do anything wrong. I want to go home. The visitor was crying. Yeah, I feel awful for them. Now do you get it? Ernesto is a serious villain. Sympathizing and trying to talk things out won't help. If we want to get back to school, then we've only got one option. Make him listen the hard way. Otherwise, our schoolmates and the other visitors will all be stuck as puppets forever. But even so, fighting Ernesto without knowing a single thing about him just doesn't sit right with me. What doesn't sit right? Dude, stop acting like a spoiled child. All we have brought to the table so far are pie-in-the-sky ideas that aren't remotely doable in the real world. Do you realize how irresponsible the things you're saying are? I refuse to believe it's impossible to reach an understanding with Ernesto. Someone can be open to reason, but if you only treat them with suspicion from the outset, you're closing the door on that chance. So let's not get belligerent. I want to try having a heart-to-heart talk with him, preferably somewhere nice and cozy. Okay. Let's say you hypothetically get your way, And we go with Operation Productive Dinner Chat. Who's gonna make the food? And with what ingredients? None of us are a good cook in the best of times. This plan has many other potential issues as well, but Ace's questions are valid. Operation Productive Dinner Chat will need to clear several hurdles before we can enact it. Sure, but let's give it a try at least. I'll do my part with the preparations. Your parts? What makes you assume you're getting help from us on that? Huh? You guys aren't gonna help me? There, see? This is what I'm talking about. What do you call it when you float an idea you can't achieve on your own and just assume others will chip in? Irresponsible, that's what. Really? But don't you think it'd go smoother with you guys helping than it would if I did it all by myself? Besides, doing things as a group is more fun than doing them alone. Don't you agree, Ace? Not in the least. This is getting us nowhere. Quit bickering! You made an oopsie. Who was that? Oopsie. I let my volume get too high. Sorry, guys. You don't have to apologize, but shouldn't we be trying to get away? We finally agree on something. The puppets are heading right for us. Run! Looks like Ernesto is in a pretty foul mood. The reason why is obvious enough. His name's Lloyd Leach. Who, me? I don't know why that'd be. Oh, I wonder why. Yes, you do, you liar! That little tear you went on did a tremendous amount of damage. Do you think these puppets and buildings fix themselves? Well, they don't. Repairs are gonna cost a ton of money. I can only imagine what the boss is gonna say. Sorry about that. That must have been quite the show. Indeed. Are you sure you're okay, Floyd? It really freaked me out when those puppets with thick gloves hauled you in a bag all over their head. You know, to keep him from biting. Like you were some sort of wild animal. They didn't even do that to Grim. Maria? Why are you looking at me? Don't worry. Do you see the pleased look on Floyd's face? You got the same look on yours. She's right. If anything, busting up those puppets was a total blast. I'd get in major trouble if I smashed up a building at school. But I get off scot-free here. Man, I wish I could do some more damage. He's just a destructive little eel, isn't he? Hey, Foxfish. I want to bust up some more puppets. You mind turning me back real quick? That's a great idea. Turn me back while you're at it, why don't you? Me too, me too. In what reality would I ever do that? It's like none of you have a care in the world. Do you even understand the situation you're in? Yeah. We're captured, caged, getting shipped off to Sage's Island. And we're gonna go full puppets sooner or later. I was trying to forget, but thanks, Grim. With Lloyd here, that means there's only 4 of us left out there, huh? 3, actually. I'd like to think they're all fine, but something tells me we're just about due for another arrival. And drumroll. All this rocking is unacceptable. Think about who it is you're carrying. If you must carry me, wrap me in your finest cottons and softest silks, and handle me much more gently. Hey, don't let my head dip down below my heart. What if my face starts to swell up from the blood rushing to it? Oh, here we go. My word. Look at that shabby cage they got you all in. Vil, you do realize you're about to go in there too, right? Vil? You got the puppet treatment, huh? That means it's just Krabby, Cleon, and Sea Otter now. Yikes, that isn't exactly promising. Okay, come on. Why did you have to get yourself captured while those 3 walked free? Circumstances dictated it. And I don't want to hear anything from the ones who got themselves captured before me. Well, well. Vil Schoenheitz. Even as a puppet, you look positively stunning. It's no different magic-wise either. You're promising indeed. Aren't I, though? Yes, I'm quite the VIP. And when word gets out that I'm missing, it will cause a huge uproar. Do you think your escape the search team's bound to come looking for me? It's the same for the others, actually. They all have friends and family. And more to the point, the school won't take a group of missing students lying down. Dear me! Did you hear that, Gino? He says the school won't take this lying down. You're hilarious! My poor sides are in stitches. What's so funny? Unfortunately for you, the investor backing us is quite a major figure in the marionette world. Just hearing their name would strike fear in the hearts of the world over. Loose ends aren't exactly a concern. Thank you. That's absurd. It's the Illuminati. The Illuminati is behind this. If this is your real world, it stinks. That's exactly right, Grim. That's just how the world is. And really, you're bringing school into this? Do you actually think your school cares enough about you to come to your rescue? Oh, that is absolutely precious. I thought you were a bunch of insufferable jerks, but it turns out you're just naive little babies who trust your teachers to come through for you. You're only talking like that because you don't know our handmage. Would Crowley come for us? I feel like the only reason Crowley would come for us is, for the to not have like a stain on the school's reputation. Not because he like cared about us, but because of school. What? Is Night Riven College head mage actually some extraordinary individual? Oh yeah. Let me tell you a thing or two about Dire Crowley. How strong is Crowley anyway? I mean, to be a head mage, I would imagine he would have to be pretty damn strong, right? Let me tell you a thing about Dire Crowley. He's the most self-serving, underhanded man I know. He's always trying to sweep his own failures under the rug. Wait, what? It's true. A scandal involving large numbers of students going missing would be utterly unacceptable for him. He'd absolutely pull out all the stops to solve the problem before word got out to the public. It's a safe bet he'd mobilize the whole school to the cause, students and faculty both, volunteering, as it were. What an abominable educator! Indeed. You bet he is. Feeling demoralized now? That's how we feel on a regular basis. And Gino's like, this is why I don't want to go to school. Yeah. Twist people I know, Crowley is also at the bottom. Right, I don't have... I have a sound effect, sound alert that says, like, stupid bird, that I have just for Crowley. Hey, come on. Now you're making poor Gino feel bad for us. Look, we got plenty of decent teachers too, okay? Oh, look at Jack trying to defend the school. He's a good boy. Professor Carell's demanding, but he's also attentive. Professor Train's super strict, but still sensible. Professor Vargas always makes himself available to discuss different exercises and track and field records. And it's not just the teachers supporting us. Plenty of adults help make our lives easier. Like Sam at the school store. Huh? What a load of bulk. Take those claims with a whole handful of salt, Gino. Am I missing something? Ernesto's gotten rather hung up on naysaying since the subject of school came up. From what we can tell, he's got some kind of grudge against it. Oh, that's Leona, not, Floyd. From what we can tell, he's got some kind of grudge against it. But why, though? It's so fun. All kinds of cool stuff happening at school. I'm sure it's plenty of fun for scholars like you guys. People gifted with talent. But how about the rest of us, who've barely got any magic worth mentioning? The door gets slammed in our faces. Hi, we exist. See, all you gotta do for that is get yourself a magic cat. I'm sure there's more of Grim out there. He's gotta have, like, relatives or something. Find one of those and you're all good to go. We don't get chances to learn. And if we work hard to earn a chance, all we get for it is people telling us to know our place. What school did you go to? Jeez. Schools are rotten institutions that only benefit a few people. What I'm getting out of this is, you didn't make it into an arcane academy, and now you hate all schools by extension? What a truly petty man you are. Yes, yes. Go ahead, scholars. Make fun. You know who I really can't stand? People who take the fortune of being in school for granted. You've never imagined what life must be like for anyone who couldn't get in, have you? Have you ever spared the slightest thought for how miserable it is for those of us who only have a smidgen of talent? An individual's value doesn't rely solely on their magical capabilities, or lack thereof. There are plenty of alternatives for people who don't get accepted into arcane academies or other elite schools. Yeah, my little brother can't use magic, but he isn't miserable at all. He's got more friends than me, and he's a seriously good student. Yeah, because he was born at the right place in the right time. No. I think Ernesto just never studied. Never studies, complains that he's having a hard time in school. I think that's what's happening here. We can't all be Leona, okay? I wasn't. I had high hopes pinned on me, and when I couldn't live up to them, I wound up ditched and treated like a total outsider. And then there's Gino. Who knows how much better his life would have been if he could use magic. Meanwhile, you guys get to live it up at one of the best schools around, all because you have magical abilities. You realize how privileged that makes you? Dude, what's with the lecture? Are you fishing for sympathy because you had a hard life? Oh no, I'm showing my respect. After all, school's a font of knowledge, right? If that fountain's only accessible to a few students, oh, how pretty and clear its waters must be. With that, I could see them. Some of that wording feels wrong. This is what a few. How pretty and clear the waters must be. With that, I could see them. Whatever. I never expect a bunch of Ivory Tower scholars to be able to relate to us. Well, this is a conundrum. I don't believe he's willing to listen to very much at all from anyone who goes to school. No kidding. And I don't know about you guys, but I certainly can't argue with the fact that I've had a privileged upbringing. You know, I kinda get where Ernesto's coming from. I mean, Grim did have at the beginning, he did have a struggle to actually get into the school. So yeah, I guess he kinda does. The difference is, I never give up just 'cause the school rejected me. He really didn't. They throw him out and he just comes right back in. Right back in. I keep coming. Throwing tantrums, pestering, making threats, biting, burning things, rampaging like wild. I do whatever it took to get into Night Riven College. Give up and let me in. After all, I gotta study at school to be a I've gotta study at school to be a great mage. One day he'll be, he'll make his way. Excuse me? What would some monster know? I don't want to say that Grim's an authority, but I also don't want to call him boss. Fine. Yeah, I will. Guess what? That's exactly how I ended up enrolled in Night Riven College. You what? Grim's got way more moxie than either of you. But please, keep sulking forever. Do you think you're the only ones who have it rough? If you really wanted to learn, you wouldn't let a lack of admission stop you. You'd work so hard you'd have no time to become a degenerate. That's basically the whole, like, that line is basically the whole thing. And I love that he adds, like, you'd have no time to become a degenerate at the end. Ah. Ernesto, Gino, I'd like you to think long and hard about something. Do the two of you really hate school? Or, deep down, are you envious of those who could attend and learn things you wanted to learn yourself? True, Grim did like to fire at school. Was school on fire? Grim really did bully his way into school, didn't he? I mean, he reached his goal. I don't quite agree with the method. But he did it. So, perseverance. Yeah, let's go. They ran this way. Find them. Don't let them escape. Glad these trees were here to give us some cover. But those puppets are hot on our trail. I don't see Ortho. Is he okay? Hard to say. But if the alternative is all three of us getting captured, him getting away alone is probably for the best. Oh, crud. The puppet stopped. Is it on to us? What have we here? There's a pouch on the ground by the walkway. Lost property! Huh? Lost property? Did one of the visitors we stuffed into crates drop this? I must deliver it at once. Why is it freaking out over a lost item? I noticed this back when we were fixing up the domicile of destruction, too. Aren't their priorities a little weirdly skewed? The evidence. That goes to show how earnest the puppets are about helping out in the park. It's admirable how much they care about their work. Something tells me a guest stuffed in a crate isn't gonna appreciate a puppet going, "Here, you dropped this," though. It would be just terrible if there were even more lost items. Let's scour the area more thoroughly. Alright, drop your hats. I would use it as a distraction. Or would that be counted as littering? It's a matter of time before they spot us. You made us so close to the playful stage. Is this Carton's? Don't give up now, Ace. I'll figure something out. You run for it. Wait, why would you suggest that? No point in both of us getting captured. I'm a house warden. I'm supposed to look after the other students. If I act as bait, well, I'm sure the rest will work itself out. Classic Colleen. He could just like toss his earrings. I'm sure he has like 10 million pairs of those at home. Bates? You're not just gonna jump in front of them, are you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Colleen, just settle down for a second and... That's a fun little sound. Well, I wanted to go on longer. I heard something! Let's get over there now! The puppets all left? I think so, yeah. I'm gonna guess that's probably Ortho. I told you he had a music box on him. In him. Ew. Thank goodness. No kidding. What was that, though? It was me. Ortho! I found a vendor's cart in the area where I fled, and I turned on all the noise-making toys it had in stock. Give me a break of that Kit Kat bar. I thought this was Playful Land, not Hershey Park. Testing toys out before buying them doesn't count as a misdeed, right? you okay? We are now, thanks to you. Aren't you glad we both got away, Ace? Boy, I was on pins and needles before that. Colleen. I was making snide remarks about you not too long ago. You haven't forgotten about that, have you? So you knew you were being snide. Can it? Anyway, if an underclassman trashed me like that, I never bother protecting them. Why were you gonna stick your neck out for me? He's just that sort of guy. Well, I got a lot of younger siblings. They all start getting really cheeky once they're older than 10, but I still love them. Aww. You being an underclassman kinda makes you like an honorary little brother. Aww. Hey, I'm not some 10-year-old kid. I'm only a year younger than you. I know. But it's still a big brother's job to look out for his little brothers. Considering all the Hearts Lobule guys have been captured, you must be pretty scared, right? I might not be as dependable as Trey or Cater, but feel free to think of me as your big brother and lean on me anyway. You can count on me being there when you need me most, okay? He's too good. He's literally sparkling. It's too bright. We need sunglasses. Oh, jeez. Can your smile get any brighter? Kalim Al-Azim. Your suggestions were illogical, baselessly optimistic, and nonsensical. But, Ace Trapola, your counter-arguments only conveyed personal irritation. They were juvenile and unconstructive. So what if both of you make an effort to meet in the middle and try to get along? Dude, you sound worse than either of us did. Was my idea really that bad? Ugh. Look, Colleen, I'm sorry. I got bent out of shape and I shouldn't have said what I did. He do kinda be, yeah. I still strongly disagree with your whole plan, and I don't think it's the right call. But infighting isn't gonna get us anywhere. If we stayed at odds, how could we give Ernesto the royal beatdown he deserves? For sure. I mean, I never saw it as a full-blown argument anyway, but it's totally cool. There's nothing we can't achieve if we just put our heads together. Good call. Let's find the best approach we can. Something the three of us can do together.